Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. If something is odd, I'm not wearing any eye makeup or mascara or anything today. I'm just trying to give my eyes a little bit of a rest. My brows, I didn't even quite finish. I just put the brow gel and I was like, you know what? I just can't. So we're kind of like, just not at our full potential today. But we're going to pretend that we are, because I have an update for you guys for the same pan last year, Project Pan, and this goes up for the 8th of each month, and it runs from January 8th to December 8th, so you do have a month off in between if Shelly decides to bring this one back again. Now, the hashtag is same pan last year PP, and basically you use your neglected items in your collection and make your own goals. So super easy. And then you basically bring in all the prompts as you see fit for each month. So I'm going to start off with the ones that are still outstanding, and then we'll get into, I want to say July and August. That's what I'm bringing in this month. So the first one that is not completed is for Women's History Month, which is March, and that is a female-owned brand, and I wanted to bring in the Saint cream blushes because I want to utilize all of my cream blushes, or at least as many as I can this year. And this is what my palette looks like. It's very beautiful, very loved so far. I feel like I'm getting quite a bit of use on these, and I want to use each of these three individual, like each of them, each of these get 3 uses. So I have switched this one out. I got this from my mom recently, and I did have 2 individual ones in there. And I met both of my goals on the individual ones, which are right here on either end. So those ones are already met. And because I like the colors, I continue to want to use them. So I moved them and I put this other one in its place, but this one does not count as part of the 3 uses. So I have... Now, let's see if I have this correctly. From here, this one has 2 uses. This one here has 5 uses, even though you're only supposed to use it 3 times. This one here has 2 uses. This one has 3 uses. This one has 1 use, and this one has 3 uses. And then the one down here has 1 use, and this one has no uses so far. So eventually I need to get through all of those, but I kind of wish I made it a little harder because I do want to play with these a little bit more, but I will just then throw them into another project down the road. So next one is for spring, which is a spring palette or an item from last spring. And my item from last spring, I decided to bring in my Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Cashew. And last month we were up here, and now we are down to here. So I have to mark that. So we're making slow progress now. I started off super strong, and I do have this one, like there's a lot of use. You can see it was all the way up to the top, and now there's down to here. So we're more than halfway done, but I am using 1, 2, 3, 4 glosses in projects right now. So it tends to get neglected a little bit, just a little bit. Because I have one that's almost done, but this one I'm using for work, and then actually I'm using 5 glosses, pardon me. I have 2 that are almost done. So once those 2 are done, that one will get Soul Focus. The next item that we have is, oh, and the goal is to complete that if that wasn't clear. The next one is for April Fool's Day, which is of course April 1st, and that is an item you feel like a fool for buying, and that was this L'Oreal Infallible. It's a 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder. Now, I'm realizing that I don't love foundation powder. I prefer translucent powder to set my foundation, not foundation powder over a foundation. So otherwise it's just too much, you know? I think you guys can see we have a really good dip going, like a really, really good dip going in the center, but I do want to start wearing away that top part. It's a very silky smooth feeling product, but at the same time, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm wearing it today a little bit over top of my makeup, and then I have a bronzer over top of that, but like it's nice. This is very light. Oh my gosh. It's nice, but it's like, it's not the most finely milled. It's not the best powder I've ever used. That would be the MAC Studio Fix powder. But it is really nice for a drugstore. Like, L'Oreal is my favorite drugstore brand. I really love their products. All right, so next is Easter, April 9th. And that is a pastel item. And I wanted to use my Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer. And I have completed this now, so it is empty. So that will go into my empties bin. Next is National Makeup Day, which is April 26th. And that is any item you want to celebrate. And I decided to bring in my MAC, this is the Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. And this is too light for me right now. I'm actually using NW25. I should be NC25, but I bought NW for some reason. But anyway, these are okay. I shouldn't say these are okay. They are fantastic concealers. I'm not sure that they come like this anymore, which is what bothers me. I think they come in a doe foot applicator now, and I prefer this so much more. But that one is too light for me to use right now, so I will try to use it. Like, I'll use a little dollop of that and a little dollop of a dark one and combine them. But it's just a little bit too light for me now, unless I want to look like I'm brightening, and really I just want to look like I'm bronzing. So it'll probably be in until the end. I'm not gonna lie, I want to complete it. The next one is for Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th, and that is use a 5-pan palette 5 times. I brought in the Natasha Denona eyeshadow 5-pan, and this is in #1 Joya. I have not used this at all. It's been in for 2 months now, and I have not used this at all yet. And I should. I need to just use it 5 times. That's not that big of a deal. But in summer, I am very makeup picky. I really just want to use what I want to use, and I don't want to be forced to. In the fall and the winter, I'm not, it doesn't matter. I'll wear whatever. But in the summer, I want to wear either no eyeshadow or like neutral with like punchy indie shades that are kind of like sparkly and beautiful. And I have a hard time wearing other things. Like, I haven't even been touching my Pan That palette because summer is not the time. I should be like pushing forward, but I'm giving myself some grace because I've been really doing very well. And I don't want to like hate pan. I don't want to force myself to pan. So I'll just use my stuff as I want to use it. And that one will just have to wait because I don't want to use it right now. The next one is for Pride Month, which is June, which we are in right now. So happy Pride to anyone who celebrates. And then this is a Pride collection or a rainbow item. Now I have to grab this item because I completely forgot to grab it before I started this video, but it'll only take a second here. All right, this one will be rolling out as well. It is a Pride item, but it is a Morphe Pride item, which is called Live With Love, and it's an eyeshadow palette. And I just wanted to use it 3 times, and I used it 4. And it's really fun. I love the colors in here. I think it's a really great Pride palette. However, I feel like, does Morphe put any proceeds to any like foundations for Pride and Pride awareness and LGBTQ plus? Like, are you applying that money to them, or are you just raking it in on behalf of that? So yeah, this is, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this, I want to support. And then I'm like, does the money even go anywhere, or is it just go to Morphe? So not a fan of Morphe anymore. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with my hair. It's getting so long and it's so hot out that it's just, yeah. So that one is rolling back into my collection. Next is Blushing Brides, a blush or a blush palette. And for the blush, I brought in the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blush in Candy Clouds. Wow. Let's see if I can do that. Too Faced Cloud Crush Blush in Candy Clouds. Okay. So this one, you can see I have worn away the Too Faced that said on there. Like, there is no more imprint. I wore that away. Like, you may be able to see the most subtle, but I have worn this away. I have used this so much. I love it so much. And I wanted to use it 10 times and I used it 11. I probably used it more and just forgot to write the tickies down. It's so good. One of my favorite blushes right now. And I want to buy one more shade, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, even though I don't want to. Okay, the next one is National Best Friends Day, which is June 8th, and that is from or reminds you of a best friend. And I decided to bring this in on behalf of one of my besties that I've had in my life since kindergarten, and I brought in a MAC blush, and I want to use this 5 times, and I've only used it 3, but it's an absolutely an absolutely stunning shade. I just have been using this one way more because this one speaks to me right now. This one is so gorgeous too, do not get me wrong. It's just, this is more like what I'm going for. So I will get the other 2 uses, but yeah, I just haven't used it that much compared to the other one. Okay, now we are going to bring, oh no, I have one more. It's the prompt is summer, which is reminds of summer or got last summer. So something that reminds you of summer or something that you ordered or received last summer. So I'm just going to weigh this because, again, I forgot. I know I'm all over the place all the time. This was at 7.78 grams and it's now at 6.75. So we are using product, and I think I could have this done in a month or 2, but again, I haven't really been wearing makeup that much. I should write that total down if I can get a pen here. 6.75. Okay. Yeah, I want to get this done in a month, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to because I haven't been wearing that much makeup. So okay, I think now, yes, now we are at the new products. So the first one is for 4th of July, which I'm Canadian, so I'm wondering where Canada Day is. But that's okay, Shelly. I love you still. I'm Canadian. I was like, where is it? But that's okay. You can't add everyone, obviously, and you're from the US. But of course, I'm like, I have to make a dig. But you did include us on Boxing Day. You did include us. So 4th of July, a product from an indie brand. And I kind of went hard with this. I decided to bring in a whole palette of indie eyeshadows. And these are all from Terra Moons down here. And the other 2 rows are all Shine by SD. So I'm going to use these, and I want to use anything in this palette 5 times. I could use 5 individual shadows. I can use like 10 different shadows each time I do my eyeshadow, as long as I use the palette 5 times. Then we have Sparklers, which is a sparkly item, and I went to the MAC single, and this was gifted to me. I'm not sure who gifted it. It's either Valerie or Jaylon, because they went hunting for these for me because I totally missed out. And they went hunting and found them at their CCOs like a while ago, and I could not be more grateful. I went with the shade Plexing. This is so good. Oh my goodness. You have to see this swatched. Oh my gosh, I should put it on my eyes right now. And this is MAC. Okay, this is like indie eyeshadow quality. So for those of you sleeping on MAC, get over there and get some eyeshadows. I'm telling you. These are so good. Like, so good. Oh my god. Let's look at it again. Let's just look at that again. Oh my god. Okay. All right, next and last is Dog Days of Summer, which is between July 3rd and August 11th. And that is something hot and sultry. Now, I don't know what made me go with this, but I went with a MAC lipstick in D for Danger. I wanted a deeper red lipstick. I feel like that's sultry and sexy, but it's not a summery item. Is it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know. But I won't be wearing those together, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so I'm feeling like this is more summery, but it's not sultry and hot. I feel like this is like hot, you know? But we'll see how that goes. I just want to use the lipstick 5 times. I want to use the MAC single 3 times. And again, the Terra Moon one 5 times. So that is everything. I will definitely be adding more months in as the time goes until there's nothing left, and then I can work on everything in the project. But I do need to get some things out before I continue to bring more in. So hopefully this month I can work on getting a few more of these out. But we have, I want to say 3 rollouts this time, which is fantastic. So very pleased with all of that. please go ahead and check out Shelly. She is just wonderful, incredible, really fun. I love the fact that she gets right into these projects. She's very creative and artsy. So please go ahead and check her out on her channel. I will have her linked either down below or, excuse me, in the header. But anyhow, go check out Shelly, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!